Hello, mate.
I can give them some food, but
Yeah.
send them another one.
It kind of reminds you of the crows in Sweden, where they have very poofy feathers. They look like they've just slain a wolf, and now they're wearing the skin of their enemies. Crikey, we're going to go deep down under and find us some majestic crows. Let's go in for a closer look. Now, don't want to startle their tea bed. As you can see, he's a very handsome lad. A bit like a shiny Pokemon.
This channel has now been hijacked by the Morrigan, and will henceforth be dedicated to crow facts. So, crow fact number 1. Edgar Allan Poe only wrote his works using the plucked feather of his pet crow as a quill. In fact, Ceausescu hated criticism through the art of poetry so much, he would often refer to his critics as Edgar Allan Trolls. So like and subscribe for more really epic crow facts.
Pro, yeah! Crow Pro, in a world where we don't have enough crows, we have them.
That's good.
Right, okay, so, after exploring Ferentari and meeting Romanian Ash Ketchum, I did what any morbid adventurer would do and made my way over to the cemetery.
There's a really cool graveyard, which I'm now exploring, and we can do some adventuring here before the battery life runs out. If this footage comes to an abrupt end, well, you'll know why that is the case. Welcome to Bellu Cemetery, otherwise known as the Graveyard of Souls. It's the biggest cemetery in all of Bucharest. Lots of history, actually. I know loads of famous artists would have worked for these graves, considering that you'd have to be a social elite to be buried here. And I just want to take a nice stroll through. However, I can show you guys the graveyard. Graveyards are, well, they're some of my favourite places to be. I like the spirit of connection and remembrance in graveyards. Not many girls like it, but I always suggest a date night in a graveyard should I ever get a date. Sometimes they like it, sometimes they're down for it, and if the woman does like it, then that's good. They're passing my test. For romance, of course. Wow. Family crypt. Oh, the graves are so cramped here. And it's like a maze. You can get lost in them. Hi. It's a necropolis. It's a city of graves. It features various funeral sculptures, statues, tombs, gargoyles. Yeah, I'm in my element. I'm very eager to show you this on camera.
Alas, my CrowPro does die on me here, so I hope I can supplement the experience with these photos of this hauntingly beautiful cemetery. After all, the best camera you have is the one you've currently got. Bellu Cemetery was conceived in the 1850s, amidst the Turkish occupation of Romania. It was built to address the increasing concerns of European society at this time, especially over the dense urbanism and social hygiene. We don't want corpses spreading cholera now. Originally it was an orange orchard, donated by the local baron, Babu Bellu, and also on the territory of the Vacaresti monastery, which is sadly now destroyed under the orders of Ceausescu's communist regime. Every grave has a story to tell, from tragic love stories, to monuments dedicated to famous Romanian artists and writers, to mausoleums which commemorate family legacies. Every grave is both a resting place and a celebration of life. So if you find yourself in Bucharest, take some time in splendid isolation, among the Gothic graves and sculptures of Bellu, a green garden of souls, in the middle of crowded Little Paris.
We'll now enter the side of the graveyard to commemorate those who tragically lost their lives during the 1989 Romanian Revolution. The side of the graveyard was built in memorial to those tragic victims. Still remembered today and held deeply in many people's hearts, including my own. Good morning. Am I okay to film? No filming? Well, I have sadly been told to leave because I am foreign and not Romanian, so I got kicked out. I guess they believe that I don't belong, so I'm going to show it to you guys from the street view. I understand, obviously, and I want to show and pay respects and try to tell a decent story. I'm sadly not allowed in. I guess it's a private cemetery, only to those who have a source of membership to go in. You can still see some of the graves, and many of those graves still bear the Romanian ribbons, the tricolours, and the cross with a sash of some sort going across. These are very recent graves, dedicated, of course, to all those victims and freedom fighters who tragically lost their lives in the revolution.
The Romanian Revolution claimed the lives of over 1,100 soldiers and civilians. Many of them were teenagers, students. The first victim in Bucharest was only a 19-year-old student, shot on the 21st of December for protesting the events happening in Timișoara. While many victims are buried in local graves nationwide, the primary cemetery in Bucharest is the cemetery of the Martyr-Heroes of the December 1989 revolution, where 281 marble graves now reside. These Romanians are commemorated as national heroes who brought democracy to their country, and while they eternally rest in peace, their efforts continue to inspire people worldwide, whose countries also face a similar problem of authoritarian regimes. If you want to learn more about the Romanian Revolution, I will link my video on the topic in the description below.
You can see behind me there, the bloke, he's still watching me. He really doesn't trust me. Let's take a break from the main streets and roads of Bucharest and adventure down one of the big parks, basically in the south of Bucharest. Let's check it out. Let's get away from the road. I don't want to hear cars. I just want to be at peace. Wow. That's a pretty cool find. Look how this tree has just twisted and turned and overtaken this lamppost. That's pretty sick. It's essentially like Hyde Park in London or Central Park from New York. I'm not gonna lie, I very much like how the trees twist and turn in a very eerie-like structure and shape. You can see they're kind of growing on an angle that way and then curve upright again. Is this just a Romania thing? Is it just a Bucharest thing? I think it looks gorgeous in the autumn, and seeing the autumn leaves like a sea below in the grass. I'm very much at peace here in Bucharest Park, Romania. Fountains are running dry.